Day 15. The Festival of Saturn. The Roman Saturnalia, the Festival of Saturn, traditionally celebrated over the period of a few days, from December 17th to December 23rd, clearly coincides with the timing of Christmas and winter solstice. In the analogy, where the sun signifies spirit, Saturn represents matter. Opposing the sun's forces of expansion, life, and abundance, Saturn's force resonates contraction, death, and restriction. In the solstice cycle, Saturn plays a significant role. The sun's descent into darkness is a period that's governed by Saturn's cold, slow, reflective energy. Saturn's role as the timekeeper illustrates his role in overseeing the entire solstice drama. Only after its descent into the Saturnian realms of limitation and endings can the sun be reborn, symbolizing the dark night of the soul and the overcoming or the triumph of light, life, and consciousness over darkness, ignorance. This interplay between Saturn and the sun mirrors the eternal cycles of death and rebirth, not only in the cosmos but within human life as well. Initially, Saturnalia lasted only one day, the darkest, shortest day of the year. But during the time of the Roman Empire, an inversion occurred. First, the festival of Saturn was extended to last for several days. And second, devitalizing practices such as drinking alcohol, gorging on food, riotous living, and defiling the body became associated traditions. This can be seen as the birth of death culture and trends that propel dis-ease, discomfort, and degeneration, particularly during solstice. This inversion of the true regenerative solstice practice stems from Roman governments who sought to lead the general population or profane astray, keeping the public's minds numb in order to maintain their rule. Instead of sharing, teaching, and perpetuating the truth of fasting, light assimilation, and the regeneration of the body, the masses were deceived into celebrating death, darkness, and the debilitation of body, mind, soul, and spirit. In certain groups, the concept of Saturnalia has further degraded over time. Today it is associated with debauchery, feasting, and role reversals. One nickname for Saturnalia is Topsy-Turvy Day, a name derived from the ritualistic practice of role reversal. One popular tradition was a reverse role-play game between masters and their slaves. The masters would be put to work and survive on limited food rations, thus secretly being in a state of fasting and regeneration over the holy days, while the slave was encouraged to laze around and binge. Thus they were unwittingly pushed into a state of degeneration. On the surface, slaves saw this ritual as a welcome treat, but this was trickery and another way for governing powers to keep the knowledge of sacred sciences to themselves and to deny the public the opportunity for cosmic renewal. Ironically, Topsy-Turvy Day was also known as the Feast of Fools, and it literally was a day made to fool innocent minds. A feast of fools for fools. This all equates to a mass distortion of the significance of Saturn's role in the solstice cycle. The misinterpretation of Saturnalia as a festival of excess, similar to modern Christmas traditions, reflects humanity's fall into materialism and moral degradation, where we've allowed ourselves or not realized that we've been manipulated into degradation and appalling acts. The widespread deception is that Christmas is a time for degenerating and excessive conducts. This is not the true Saturnalia reserved for the masters. It's the opposite. The Hebrew word for Saturn is Shabbatai, derived from the word Sabbath, meaning rest. The true concept of Saturnalia, and indeed of Sabbath, is about invoking the healing, restful parasympathetic nervous system and activating cellular autophagy, cell renewal. Resting, Sabbathing, in detoxification, in meditation, in reflection, and in discipline for the benefit of your entire being, and priming your vessel to receive cosmic influences and to ascend into superconsciousness. It is my belief that the original Saturnalia, which marked the shortest or darkest day of the year, was the day when the initiates, us, or the children of Shekinah, which is another term for initiate, would have savoured one last meal or a last supper or feast just before entering into a period of fasting, retention, and reflection. This practice time would have lasted approximately 3.5 days, coinciding with the duration of solstice. And breakfast, or break fast, on Christmas morning would have been both a celebration of the macrocosmic sun and the microcosmic light within. So it's time to claim back our gnosis, our knowledge of the opportunity that's here for us right now. And if you'd like to go deeper, again, these shorts are inspired by the pages of Christmas Alchemy, Harnessing Cosmic Energy. And thanks very much for watching. And tomorrow we will look at part 16, Saturn, Santa, and Satan. May divine light manifest itself in you all, always, my loves, and in all ways. Wishing you a Merry Christmas in the true sense. Namaste.